Hi everyone! Folks, while the footballing globe prepares for an international break, we have time to analyze the lineups the leading clubs may have for the new season. Let's begin with Barcelona. Share in the comments which club you would like to see in this section for the next episode. Get yourself comfortable as we are getting started. But first, support this video with a like and hit the subscribe button if you're still watching us without a subscription. Write your most desired Barcelona signings for this summer in the comments below. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. Goalkeepers: Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is enjoying his strongest season for Blaugrana, keeping a clean sheet in 19 La Liga games. Barca enjoys his impressive streak and has no plans to sell him. Iñaki Peña. Barcelona's reserve goalkeeper is considering leaving the club. At the same time, he is offered to extend his deal because the current one expires in the summer. Arnau Tenas. Arnau Tenas could get more chances with the first team if Peña decides to quit the team. Defense: Ronald Araujo. Araujo has become a full-fledged defense leader this season, replacing Piqué in the role. As of this moment, Ronald is called one of the impactful center-backs in the world. Jules Koundé. Koundé was quick both to adapt to the team and to confirm his stellar status. It's now impossible to imagine Barca without Jules thanks to his versatility. He performs both on the right and in the center of defense. Andreas Christensen. Christensen has been called Barcelona's best free transfer this season. He became one of the important components of the hype for back. Alejandro Balde. Balde is Barcelona's latest contenders for the Golden Boy award. Before the season kicked off, he was Xavi's third choice in the position, eventually managing to displace both Alba and Alonso. What a beast! Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba has the full confidence of Xavi. While the 34-year-old left-back's contract expires in the summer of 2024, he was flawlessly switched to new duties in the team, passing his experience and support to Alejandro Balde. Marcos Alonso. The 32-year-old versatile defender has fit in perfectly with the squad, becoming an important player in the rotation, playing both on the left side of defense and as a left center-back. Marcos renewed his stay with the club until the summer of 2024. Sergio Roberto. One of the Catalans' captains proved his value to the team with many skills and high-quality performances, so no wonder he's been rewarded with a new contract valid until the summer of 2024. Eric Garcia. In defense, only one player is considered to be shown an exit door. All indications are that it's Eric Garcia who could be sacrificed for good, especially if Inigo Martinez joins the club. Inigo Martinez. Barcelona are very close to closing in on the move of Atletico center-back Inigo Martinez, who is set to become a free agent in the summer. Juan Foyth and Joao Cancelo. The arrival of Juan Foyth is practically impossible. The interest has been cooled down, plus a high transfer fee of approximately 40 to 50 million euros. The problems are the same in Cancelo's case: enormous price tag plus footballer's tough character. Midfield: Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets will renew his contract with FC Barcelona. It's done. Reliable journalist Javi Miguel reports. Pedri. Pedri is clearly Blaugrana's most shiny diamond, so we can only wish him to be less injured in the new season. Gavi. Gavi is definitely among Barca's most improving assets. The only thing that spoils the player and the club's boss's nerves are constant problems with the contract registration. The Spanish midfielder can possibly become the leader of the midfield for the next decade. Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie became one of this season's breakthrough stars, as Xavi finally revealed his potential. Barca and de Jong are happy with each other, but if the Dutchman may want to join Manchester United, the club could sell the player for a conditional 100 million euros. Franck Kessié. The Ivorian had a difficult start, but after the new year he underwent significant progress, becoming a hero of the last two clashes against Real Madrid. However, his transfer should not be ruled out if a lucrative offer is made. Pablo Torre. Pablo may leave the team in the off-season period. Maybe it won't be a permanent move, but a loan to one of La Liga clubs. The coaching staff realizes that another year without game and minutes will do no good for his development. Alex Collado. The player is not part of the coaching staff plans. The board is considering the possibility of selling La Masia's graduate. Ilkay Gundogan. Blaugrana value Gundogan's level and the free transfer factor, but him being 32 years old and potential FFP issues could make his move very difficult to pull off. A significant reduction of his salary may serve as a solution to the problem. Bernardo Silva. Barcelona is interested in the transfer of the Manchester City midfielder, who is also claimed by PSG, though the potential amount of the deal and his salary are beyond the guarantees the Catalan club can give today. Attack. Robert Lewandowski. The Polish forward instantly became the up-front leader and he's the club's top scorer this season. The potential duo with Leo Messi could create a lot of noise in the next campaign. Ousmane Dembélé. Dembélé has become one of the team's brightest assets, but injuries prevent him from completing the season on a high note. The current contract runs until the summer of 2024, and already this off-season, anyone can buy out the winger's contract for 50 million euros. PSG are very keen on the move, while Barca are trying to improve Ousmane's conditions and prolong the cooperation at least until the summer of 2025. Rafinha. The Brazilian, for whose transfer 58 million euros were paid, has been one of the most criticized Barca players, but like Kessié, the guy has added quality to his appearances and is now close to making 10 plus 10 goal contributions. He currently has 9 goals and 9 assists. Barca could sell Rafinha if a decent offer is tabled, but that will certainly depend on Dembélé's move to PSG. Ansu Fati. A decision on Ansu Fati's future has yet to be made. An internal debate is still ongoing. It's believed that his sale could help the club financially with a potential 40 to 50 million euros earned, but on the other hand, his departure is seen as premature, given his youth, 20 years old. Ferran Torres. In case of Ferran, his departure will create the problem of difficult balancing out his signing. In order for the club not to suffer losses, he will have to be sold for around 35 million euros. If there's any volunteers, Barca will part ways with a player. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang is a cheap option to significantly boost the bench. Chelsea are open to let the player go. Vitor Roque. A more interesting candidate for Lewandowski's backup is seen in Atlético Paranaense and Brazil forward Vitor Roque, who dreams of representing Barca. But 40 to 50 million euros must be paid for the prospect, which will certainly not fit into the FFP rules. Thus, Barca are considering the loan plus buyout scheme. Lionel Messi. And finally, a grand comeback. Messi is not gonna sign a contract renewal with PSG, planning to exit the club as a free agent, and according to the latest insiders, he is seriously considering the option of returning, motivated by his love both for the club and the city. At this point, Barca's legal department is looking for ways to register Messi's contract. Sounds like a difficult task, but it will definitely make the transfer of the year. Update. Barcelona are ready to bet on Update next season. The player's performances and loan at Osasuna completely satisfied the coaching staff. Clement Lenglet. Tottenham are not gonna make Clement's contract permanent. Xavi is not counting on him too, which means either a new loan or a transfer out. Serginho Dest. The American has disappointed AC Milan's bosses and is unlikely to get a chance for a new season at Barca. Again, there will either be a loan or a transfer out. Samuel Umtiti. Umtiti surprised absolutely everyone this season by becoming a key unit in Lecce's defensive line. AS Roma, Inter Milan and AC Milan are interested in his services. Nico Gonzalez. Barca want Nico to spend one more year at another club in order to prepare for a return to the first team in the summer of 2024. Francisco Trincao. Trincao is having a good run with Sporting, 40 appearances, 8 goals and 3 assists, so he has every chance for the Lisbon side to buy his contract. Besides mentioned Arsenal, the following top talents from Barcelona Athletic will be available for Xavi. Centre back, Chadi Riyad, right back, Julian Araujo, midfielder, Marc Casado, forward wonderkid Lamine Yamal. the new Messi Lucas Roman, versatile attacker Estanis Pedrola, and forward Angel Alarcon, who already made his debut in the first team. Unfortunately, the gifted Ilias Akomak and Victor Barbera will most likely leave the club in the summer as free agents. So what kind of lineup do we have in the end? We have more or less outlined the footballers whose moves are possible for Barca. Accordingly, the following squad is observed. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in the goal, Arnaud Tenas on the substitute. On the right in defense will be the options of Ronald Araujo, Koundé, Roberto and Julian Araujo. Then Araujo, Koundé, Christensen, Alonso, Inigo Martinez will be the ones available in the center of the defense, with Balde, Alba and Alonso on the left. In the midfield, we expect the arrival of Gundogan as an important replacement for Busquets. So we see the midfield area approximately as follows. Busquets, Gundogan or Frankie in the defensive midfield. In the central midfield, as interiors, there will be Pedri, Gavi, Frankie and Kessie. As for the attack, here's where things get interesting. We expect Barca to do everything possible to re-sign Messi, bring back Aubameyang almost for free, and postpone Roque's move to the summer of 2024. The Catalans will continue to believe in Ansu Fati and will rather consider transfers of Dembélé, Rafinha or Ferran. The latter has the biggest chances of leaving. With that said, we think that Xavi may want to stick to 6 options in the first team. Messi will play as a false right winger, Lewandowski in the center, and Dembélé on the left. Ansu, Rafinha and Aubameyang will be on the bench. Abde will either be sold or loaned. That is it. Guys, what do you think of Barcelona's 11 for the next campaign?